Hi,
How are you, sir?
you standing in for Mr. Butler?
I'm standing in for Mr.
Okay,
Butler.
wonderful.
I'm a Mac attorney as well.
Okay, great.
Okay.
Thank you.
Good to see you.
Okay, good morning, ma'am.
6 months behind bars for a DWI may sound steep, but here's the kicker. In Texas, even a first offense can pack a punch, and when you hear what she told the officer about her bad balance, you'll either shake your head or think she just handed the prosecution a gift on a silver platter. What would you say in her shoes?
Ma'am, you're charged with you are Miss Greeny. Okay, Miss Greeny, you're charged with driving while intoxicated. You're facing up to 6 months in jail and or a $2,000 fine. We're going to do probable cause. You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can or will be used against you. You have the right to have an attorney present. If you cannot afford one, one will be appointed to you, ma'am.
Yes, Judge. Okay. On January 9th, 2025, the officer was dispatched to 1100 Siegler Road regarding a major crash, and the officer observed the defendant outside her vehicle talking to Houston Fire Department. The defendant's vehicle was in a ditch with apparent minor front end damage, was on and in the in-park position. The defendant appeared disoriented, had poor balance, and was not able to stand unassisted. The defendant stated she had the motor vehicle's key fob in her pocket, and the defendant was taken to HCA Healthcare, and the officer then went to HCA to obtain a statement. The officer observed a strong odor of an alcoholic beverage and bloodshot eyes. The defendant stated she did not strike her head or lose consciousness due to the collision and drank between 1 to 10 12-ounce Miller Lite beers prior to operating the motor vehicle and getting into the collision. The defendant further stated she could not remember the time she drank her last beer. Standard field sobriety tests were administered, HGN 6 out of 6. Walk and turn and one leg stand were refused as the defendant stated her balance has always been bad. The defendant was read the DIC and a blood search warrant was signed and executed.
All right, ma'am, I'm going to find that there's probable cause to go forward with your case. I'm ordering you as a condition of your bond not to consume alcohol or illegal drugs. I'm going to randomly test you. If I find that you're using, I will revoke your bond, put you in jail. No more PR bonds for you, ma'am. Any prior DWIs?
No, Your Honor. And her license is eligible.
You have a lawyer. Because you have a lawyer, I will waive your appearance, but it is your responsibility to stay in touch with them. If they tell me they can't get a hold of you, I will revoke your bond. Don't pick up any new cases, and that's it. Okay, so I'll have you sign a writ of Victoria. We'll have you get with Ms. Smith for your bond conditions, and then you're free to go. Thank you, Judge. All right.
See you.
You too. Take care. Mr. Jackson, you're charged with possession of marijuana. You're facing up to 6 months in jail and or a $2,000 fine. We're going to do probable cause. You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can or will be used against you. You have the right to have an attorney present. If you cannot afford one, one will be appointed to you, sir.
Yes, Judge. On January 10th, 2025, the officer observed the defendant's vehicle traveling east at the intersection of 2200 block of Spears Road and TC Jester with a defective license plate light. The traffic stop was initiated and the officer made contact with the defendant. The officer observed a strong odor of marijuana emitting from the vehicle and a PC search was conducted. The officer located a green leafy substance believed to be marijuana based on training experience in the driver's side of the vehicle. The weight was approximately 1 ounce.
Was it?
It was on the driver's side.
All right, Mr. Jackson, I'm going to find that there's probable cause to go forward with your case. You run his license.
It's not eligible, Your Honor.
If you don't have a license, you are not allowed to drive.
Did you catch that? The judge just went full devil mode, horns, tail, and all. This isn't just courtroom talk, it's a warning shot. Translation: get a license or get ready for legal hellfire. If you were the judge, would you give him another chance or slam the gavel harder?
Do you understand, Mr. Jackson? You will be signing an affidavit with me today promising me you're not going to drive. I don't care what's going on in your life. If you want to drive, go get a license, get liability insurance, come back to me, and I'll take this restriction off. But I'm going to tell you now, if I find that you drive, I'm going to sprout horns in the tail. Like, that's how upset I'm going to be. Do you understand? Tell me, did you want to apply for a court-appointed lawyer? Do you mind giving me, please? Yeah. Tell me about yourself. What do you do these days, Mr. Jackson? How old are you?
23.
So what plans for the future do you have? What? Why?
I gotta get it renewed. Yeah. That's all. I just gotta get it renewed.
You have the ability to make it's just a boatload of money with that license, and I don't understand why you're gonna let it expire. I'm making it a condition that you get a job. You need to get a full-time job. You know that Have you ever just like explored underwater welding? Have you ever looked into that? How much money do they make? No. How much money do they make? How much is that a year? That's probably like 120, 130 a year. You can make sick money. And come on, man, be better. All right. So do you mind giving me the application? I'm telling you, I'm gonna stay on top of it to make sure that you get that thing back and that you're working, that you're making some good money. Do you understand? All right, come on. Sir, you're charged with driving on a suspended license. You're facing up to 6 months in jail and or a $2,000 fine. We're going to do probable cause. You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can or will be used against you. You have the right to have an attorney present. If you cannot afford one, one will be appointed to you, sir.
Yes, Judge. On January 9th, 2025, the officer observed the defendant's vehicle traveling at the 7600 block of North Wayside Drive with a defective front headlight not illuminated. The traffic stop was initiated and the officer made contact with the defendant, the driver of the vehicle. The defendant provided a Texas driver's license, but was unable to provide proof of financial responsibility. The officer found the Texas driver's license to be not eligible with an active SR suspension, and the defendant was the registered owner of the vehicle, and the insurance database showed insurance policy for the vehicle had expired as of March 14th, 2024.
Got it. All right, Mr. Pickney, I'm going to find that there's probable cause to go forward with the case. I'm ordering you not to drive. You will be signing an affidavit with me today promising me you're not going to drive. This is a legal document that you're going to swear to me. If you violate this, I can have a hearing. If you prove it to me that you're driving, I can have a hearing to hold you in contempt and hit you with up to 6 months in jail every single time. Do you understand? So if you drive 5 times, I can have 5 different hearings. Do you understand? Yes or no? Do not drive. If you want to, go get your license, get insurance, come back to me, and I will so happily take this off, but just don't until you do that. It's not hard. You understand? Bless you. Did you want to apply for an appointed lawyer? You know, I had someone send me an email not too long ago where they were in an accident and created $50,000 worth of worth of damage to another person, and they didn't know what to do because they ended up just getting sued. Person filed a lawsuit against them, is coming after them. They're, what do I do? What do I do? This is solved by having car insurance. When you're in an accident, that's why we have insurance. So it's not a joke. You look at me like but I'm being serious. I'm trying to help you. Don't, right. Do it the right way. Great things will happen for you. I'm going to give you a lawyer. The lawyer can try to help you out with what you need to do to get your license back. But there's no excuse. If you get into a car, I'm going to lose it. Do you understand? Okay, come on.
So that was a no driving affidavit?
Yeah.
That's it?
No, we'll do bond conditions as well. Do you mind following that? No driving without license and insurance, please.
All right.
Mr. Simon Fournier,
Yes, see,
Yes.
we're charged with theft. You are facing up to a year in jail. I'm sorry, up to 6 months in jail and or a $2,000 fine. We're going to do probable cause. You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can or will be used against you. If you do not have a lawyer, if you cannot afford one, one will be appointed to you, sir.
Yes, Judge. On January 11th, 2025, the officer responded to a Walmart in regard to a theft. The officer made contact with the complainant, and the complainant observed the defendant at a self-checkout with a large amount of groceries. The complainant observed the defendant failed to scan every item in the cart. The defendant was confronted on 2 separate occasions during the checkout process. The defendant was told how to scan items properly, and the defendant failed a 3rd time to scan items properly. The defendant completed the transaction and had unpurchased items past all points of sale, and the total was $184.48.
Sir, I'm going to find that there's enough probable cause to go forward with your case. I'm ordering you now as a condition of your bond not to go to any Walmart. If you violate this condition, I'm going to put you in jail. I don't know what your immigration status in this country is, but if you're not in this country with permission and you go to jail and immigration finds you, they will put a detainer on you and you will be stuck in there until this case is over with and then shipped off to immigration. Behave yourself, otherwise I'm going to lock you up. Do you understand?
Yes.
Yes.
You have the ability to hire a lawyer.
Ocupar un abogado?
Sí, me lo pone
Yeah.
aquí.
Yes, can you give
Do you
me
want to
one
apply
quick?
for a lawyer?
¿Quieres aplicar por un abogado de oficio?
Y yo puedo hablar.
Can I speak?
No,
No.
but you can have a lawyer if you want one.
Él puede tener un abogado si desea uno.
Sí,
Yes.
You need a lawyer.
Necesita un abogado.
sí.
Yes.
Okay. I need you to fill out an application for me. I'll have you sign a receipt of Victoria. Wait, we're not done. Do not leave until you sign our bond conditions prohibiting you from going to any Walmart.
Entiéndolo.
Do you understand?
¿Usted lo entiende?
Now you're done. So, Mr. Duran, you were charged with unlawful carrying of a weapon. You are facing up to a year in jail and or a $4,000 fine. We're going to do probable cause. You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can or will be used against you. You have the right to have an attorney present. If you cannot afford one, one will be appointed to you, sir.
Yes, Judge. Okay. On January 11th, 2025, the officer was on patrol and observed an odor of marijuana and a male to be smoking in a vehicle nearby at the 8700 block of Lazy Brook Lane. The officer activated emergency lights, positioned himself behind the motor vehicle, and made contact with the defendant. The officer had the defendant step out of the vehicle and advised the defendant that he had been observed smoking marijuana. The defendant stated he was smoking marijuana inside the vehicle because he did not want to smoke inside his friend's home. The officer observed a strong odor of marijuana and conducted a PC search of the vehicle. The officer observed small crumble of green leafy substance known to be marijuana based on training and experience at the bottom of the center console, and 0.37 grams of a small marijuana joint in the ashtray in the cup holder. The officer observed an unholstered black Glock laying in plain view on the backseat floor, and the defendant stated the handgun belonged to him.
Mr. Duran, I'm going to find that there's probable cause to go forward with your case. You see if he has a Texas driver license, please.
Don't worry on it.
All right. You're not allowed to drive unless you have a license and liability insurance in your name. Those are conditions of your bond. Do you understand? Those are the only conditions I'm going to put on you. Be careful. Don't do anything stupid. Do not pick up a new case. Otherwise, I'm going to revoke your bond. I'll put you in jail. You understand?
Yes, sir.
You have a lawyer. Listen to him. He'll take care of you. Because you have him, I will waive your appearance. You don't have to waste your time coming to court, but you must stay in contact with him. If he tells me he can't get a hold of you, you pick up a new case, become a danger to my community, I'm going to revoke your bond, put you in jail. So you understand? All right. So the only thing is just don't get in trouble. Don't drive without a license and insurance. Okay? All right. We will have you just sign the bond conditions, and after that, you'll be free to go. Okay? All right. Thanks.
Thank you, Judge.
Thank you. Good to you too. So can you file that,
The driver license and insurance,
please?
Yes, Judge.
Mr. Johnson was supposed to have had a court date here on 12/12/23. I have
23.
23.
Oof.
However, David Johnson, during that period of time, had gone to Atlanta, Georgia. While he was in Atlanta, Georgia, he picked up a possession of marijuana case where he spent one day in the jail and he got out. He didn't get out. Instead of getting out, they transported him to Appleton, Georgia, where he had picked up a theft case, and he stayed there 13 months. Therefore, his reason for not being here on time was because he had went to Atlanta, Georgia, picked up a possession of marijuana case. Then when he got out, they didn't let him out. He had already had another warrant on him for a theft case up in Appleton, Georgia.
Do you have a cause number by chance?
Yes, sir. We have.
No. For our case here.
Yes, sir.
Sorry.
247-6875. 247-6875. Adrian Johnson. So I'm respectfully requesting to reinstate his bond or give him another PR bond, Judge.
Mr. Johnson, you were charged with burglary of a motor vehicle. You were facing up to a year in jail and or a $4,000 fine. We're going to do probable cause. You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can or will be used against you. You have the right to have an attorney present. If you cannot afford one, one will be appointed to you, sir.
Yes, Judge. On September 22nd, 2023, officers were dispatched to a lawn management company at 630 Rankin Circle for a burglary in progress. The defendant and a co-defendant had cut through the fence surrounding the property and were searching through vehicles at the location. There are surveillance videos of the defendant and co-defendant inside a van on the property.
Can you run an NCIC on him? I'd like to know what, if anything, has happened from the time that he picked this case up to the time he's now back in front of us.
Yes, Judge.
I don't know, Mr. D. Guys, he has a warrant for now, and I don't know if I'm going to give him a PR bond. I want to see how he's been since September 23. If you've been on picking up cases like it's just left and right, then I don't know, man, you know, but
Yes, sir, Your Honor.
my only concern is my community. That's all I care about, and I'm going to do everything in my power to protect my community. You know, if you've just become a danger where you're hopscotching states and you're playing hopscotch and you're picking up cases while you're hopscotching, no. The revolving door closes.
So I do see on December 7th, 2023, the Georgia case theft by taking, but that's the only other case.
Is that a felony or was that a misdemeanor?
It's felony, Your Honor.
What was it? Do you have a disposition?
No, there's no disposition listed.
13 months per him, Judge.
Anything else he's picked up?
No, Your Honor.
I have the, oh, man, sweet. All right, let's see.
Got back to Houston on January the 20th.
I'm going to reinstate your bond now, but I'm not going to do it again. If you take flight on me again, I'm telling you, I'm going to make it high. No more PR bonds for you. You got a little kid in your charge, man. Be the good father that you should be. Teach them right, you know?
And that's the theme today. Second chances with strings attached. But here's the thing. One slip, and the courtroom door swings from exit to cell block. Keep watching, because the next case might be the one where the judge's patience finally snaps.
They look on you for support and for them to do the right way. They see this. We don't need more. Know what I mean? Come on, man. Be better. I'm placing bond conditions on you now that you're not to go back to this location where this occurred and you're not to be in possession of weapons. Don't pick up any new cases. You've got a great lawyer here. Just listen to him. He'll take care of you. If I find that you're becoming a danger, you know what's going to happen. I don't have any tolerance. We have nothing but death and destruction on the news. I don't want any more. Do you understand? So, all right, man. Good luck. Don't leave until you sign the bond conditions. Okay.
Thank you.
That states bond condition?
Yeah.
You said bond reinstated?
Yeah. What happened? The three kids out, they didn't take off, did they?
Can I ask if they checked?
There's one.
Pretrial? Oh.
Okay. All right. You ready? Mr. Bada, Mr. Segun.
Yeah, I'm right, sir. Can you hear me, sir? Your Honor, can you hear me, sir?
I can hear you. And let me tell you now that I really haven't seen a lawyer go above and beyond the call of duty as Bayoshi has done in this case. Everything and every time you have been back here is because of something that has happened, or I'm sorry, something that has failed to happen. The last time here, all you had to do was provide documentation that you could not afford whatever it was. You have failed to provide that documentation. As a result, they've now kicked you out of the program. I know that Bayoshi is going to give it one last shot as to whether he's able to either get the case dismissed, get you back in, I don't know. But I am now putting this baby to bed. So I will give you a week. Is that okay?
Yes, Your Honor. That should be enough time.
I am not waiving your appearance anymore. And in the next week, if he is unable to get you back into the program, if he is unable to get the case dismissed, you must either accept the plea bargain agreement from the state, or I will immediately set your case for trial, and it's going to be a very short trial setting. Do you understand?
I understand, sir.
It's unacceptable that we are now at 800 days, and they have literally over and over and over bent over backwards to help you. And if I were you, I would probably just, I can tell you now that Bioshi's not very happy with you as well.
I'm not happy with myself too. And
So-
I don't have power over the old situation.
I don't want you to say anything. Don't say anything. There's nothing you need to say. The only thing that matters are actions. You telling us something it goes in one ear, it goes out the other ear. Because when you get out there, we still have issues. So I don't care. I'm giving Bioshi a week to do what he can do. If it doesn't work out and it doesn't end up getting dismissed, you must be here in court. If you fail to appear, I'm going to revoke your bond. Do you understand?
I understand, sir.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Hold on.
Thank you, Your Honor.
I want to give him the date.
Oh, yeah, you need to.
Don't go, because I want to give you the date so I can mark everything down so that you knew exactly what day and what time you had to be here.
Okay, sir. I'll be there.
What day do you want, Bioshi?
Your Honor, we can literally do this time next week, the 24th.
If you need a little bit more, because I know how busy you are, I'm happy to give you an extra week if you want.
Then that would be the 30th.
Yeah, but don't pick a Friday, because Fridays are busiest with arraignments. So perhaps like a Thursday or whatnot,
Okay, I'll pick. Okay,
You want that Thursday?
let me just double check that.
That would be
That would be Thursday, the 30th.
30th. You want to do that? And because of how great you have been, Bioshi, but
I appreciate Your Honor.
Yeah.
Thursday, the 30th works.
on page 13, top of 13, SFBF 130, please. All right.
Thank you, Your Honor. If you could-
You must be here January 30th. If the case is still active and it doesn't get dismissed, you must be here in person on that day and either accept a plea bargain from the state or we will immediately set it for trial. Do you understand?
Yes, sir. Thank you.
All right.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Good luck. This is not a good way to start in life. I can tell you now that if you don't have a high school diploma, you will make pennies to when everybody else is making dollars. You will never have a good job in this life at a minimum without a high school diploma. Knowledge is power. And if you don't set yourself up for something in the future, you're going to end up destitute. 90% of the marriages that are end up in divorce now is because people have no money. They fight constantly because they never have money. And it all starts now when you're 17. And it starts by staying in high school. I want you to do that. I'm going to bring you back in 2.5 weeks. I want to see what you have done to get back into school. If you need help, I can give you resources so that we can sign you up for free GED classes. Because I don't know if you're old enough to get back into high school. But if you want, I can give you resources now so that you can start with GED classes. That's fine with me. One more thing. No smoking weed. I will test you 45 to 50 days from today. If I find that you're smoking weed, it's not going to go well. You get my drift.
Yes, Your Honor.
If you stop as of now, the next time I test you, it should be negative. If you continue to use, you understand?
Yes, sir.
You must stay in touch with Ms. Oakfor. She'll tell you how to handle this case and what you need to do. If she tells you that you're playing games, I'm going to put you in jail. No more PR bonds. All right? Do you understand?
Yes, sir.
Good luck, man. Make me proud. Come on. What happened to the third kid?
He hasn't made it back yet.
Okay. So no more.
Yes, sir.
You're not to. And I'm going to test you again in 45 to 50 days. If I find that you're using, it's not going to go well for you. If you stop as of right now, in 45 to 50 days, you should test negative. If you keep smoking, it's not going to go well for you. You also need to get back into high school. This is not a good way to start in life. If you need resources, we have it for
I
you.
got a question. I don't got my diploma, but I got my certifications to like work at the refineries. So I can't even work.
You need your high school diploma, man. That's what I'm trying to get you to do, you know? And I have free classes for you to be able to do it. And I can give you the paperwork, so it's not going to cost you anything. But at a minimum, if that doesn't work out for you, you need something to fall back on. You know what I mean?
Yes, sir.
All right. We're going to give you that paperwork. I'm going to bring you back. I want to see that you're doing well.
Yes,
All
sir.
right? Okay, man. No more smoking.
Yes, I understand.
Okay. All right, guys.
God bless you.
He's back. Oh, yeah.